Welcome to the Health Kids Club webinar training for volunteers and staff who work with youth in grades 3 to 6. We are presenting a recorded webinar for each of the 6 lessons. Please view all 6 lessons and complete the pre and post surveys online for a certificate of participation. This training is presented by the Nutrition Education for Wellness program of the University of Hawaii at Manoa Cooperative Extension Service. Our website contains a wealth of information on nutrition and health. Under the resources page on our website, you will find the Health Kids Club curriculum and links to the webinars and surveys. So let's get started. Welcome to Lesson 3, Right Size Your Portions. My name is Julia Z, and I'm an Extension Educator in Hilo. So how do we know if we're eating foods in appropriate healthy proportions? Instead of trying to remember complicated serving sizes, we can right size our portions by following My Plate guidelines. Before you start this lesson, please use the tally sheet to survey your participants. Ask them whether they agree or disagree with each statement and record their responses. This lesson consists of 2 activities to help children learn about My Plate. Healthy eating includes consuming foods in appropriate proportions. My Plate is a tool that we can use to see how much to eat of different types of foods. Are you familiar with My Plate? Could you raise your hand using the hand icon on the left side of the screen? Okay, 2 of you, very good. Oh, 3 of you, very good. This food guide helps explain My Plate. Half of the plate is for fruits and vegetables. Whether they be fresh, frozen, canned, dried, or 100% juice, eat as much as you want. 1/4 of the plate is for grains and starches, just 1/2 inch high. Choose whole grains like brown rice and whole grain breads when possible. And the last 1/4 of the plate is for meats and proteins, like lean fish, meats, and beans. Meals should also include low-fat or non-fat milk and milk products, and drink water often with and between meals. On the back of this food guide handout is also a list of foods for each of the food groups, and they include local foods as well. Do you think that you eat most of your meals following My Plate? Could you raise your hand if you think you do, with 1/2 being fruits and veggies, 1/4 being grains, and 1/4 proteins? Okay, 2 of you, very good. So you're off to a really good start. The first activity is on identifying My Plate. There are pictures of 5 different plates in your curriculum. Have your participants take turns identifying whether each plate follows My Plate proportions and recommend what to add or change on those plates that do not follow My Plate proportions. So let's try this. Plate number 3. Does this plate follow My Plate proportions? Could you vote yes or no? Okay, Claire voted yes. How about the others? Oh, and Kaden also. So this plate number 3 actually does follow My Plate proportions. 1/2 of it is fruits and veggies. 1/4 is whole grains like brown rice, and 1/4 is a piece of chicken. So there aren't any changes that are needed because it's already following the My Plate proportions. How about plate number 4? Does this plate follow My Plate proportions? Vote yes or no. Okay, so you're saying no. Well, what kind of changes could you make to make this plate follow My Plate proportions? Could you write it in the chat box? What would you suggest? Well, for starters, we could add more fruits and veggies. We could take out maybe either the hot dog or the hamburger. So cut down on the meat and the protein and the starch. And if we have more fruits and veggies, then it'll be following my plate proportions. Okay, how about plate number 5? Does this follow my plate proportions? Yes or no? Okay, you both said no. Could you give me some suggestions on how to make this maybe a little healthier meal? You could type it in your chat box. Okay, that's right. We could reduce the size of the steak and maybe add some veggies. Okay. Very good. Thank you. So a quick review of my plate proportions. Half of it should be fruits and veggies, a fourth for whole grains, and a fourth for protein. Activity 2 in lesson number 3 is Create My Plate. It consists of a worksheet, and you'll need some crayons, pencils, or pens. Ask your participants to write or draw foods that they would like to eat in the appropriate sections on their lunch plate. They should try to follow the My Plate portions. They can use the food guide handout to see what foods are found in each of the food groups. Okay. And time permitting, have participants volunteer to share what foods they have included on their plates. This lesson also includes experiential learning model points for reflection and discussion. And at the end of the lesson, please complete the tally sheets by asking your participants whether they agree or disagree with each statement and record their responses. And we would really appreciate having this tally sheet returned to us. The curriculum materials also includes a letter to the parents which explains the lesson and the My Plate information, the food guide, which is a 2-sided handout, and also an article on simple steps to healthy portions. So this concludes lesson number 3. If you have any questions, please email us at new@ctar.hawaii.edu. Thank you.